Hi, and welcome my guest today to the fan, Shogun. How you doing?
Well. What do we have here? Miss Schoolmaster, what's going on? It's been a long time since I've seen you. I just saw Mr. Schoolmaster Steve out there. He actually just disappeared for a second. It was good seeing him. I haven't seen neither of you in, good Lord, about, I would say eons it feels.
It's been over a year now.
Yeah, it has been, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been good. I'm eager to get wrestling back into all of our lives.
Likewise. Even though I've been suplexing, I've been suplexing up there in the Great North also.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know how to handle this whole COVID crap over here.
Speak for yourself. Over here in the States, I don't know how we're doing either. So you know what? Our legislation is still figuring it out, and they're not even. I don't even know if they believe what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
But
we should
you
just.
know what, though? I do feel wrestling is gonna be on its way soon. I mean, we got vaccines rolling out. We got people finally taking it seriously. Restrictions. I mean,
we'll see.
There's a couple shows in America so far.
Yeah, but here in Ontario, as of today, we're back in the gray zone.
Really?
Yeah.
As of today?
Yeah. As
What
of
a day
today.
to call me.
What's that?
What a day to give me a call. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I do. I appreciate you giving me a call this day. I understand. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, it's pretty interesting because right now, I mean, in the States at least, people are beginning to do some shows here and there, but it's like, you know, a couple of things of restrictions, like you have 50% capacity, maybe even, 30% capacity in the building. But I don't know. Shogun can't really see what's going to happen in the future for this. Hopefully, in the next, I'll say 4 years, we can at least be at least 80% capacity. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Anything would be nice at this point here.
Oh, yeah, anything. The last time we were in Canada, like, literally, me and Blake left off on the highest note possible. He had a great match beforehand with Dickie, and then we come back the next night and win the titles.
Yeah.
It's just like, and as soon as we get back home, it's like the world said, "Hey, you got all that stuff. Yeah, you done."
Yeah, and now poor Ben lost his venue.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And
So
also shouts out to all across Body Crew, Ben, everybody. Yeah, man, it's a very weird time.
It is. But you know what? He'll find a new place. The Crossbody will get back up and running, and you guys will keep your belts and clobber whoever comes down next.
Most definitely. It'll happen, man. It'll happen.
Okay, you ready for some questions?
Let's have some fun. What's going on?
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some wrestling questions, and then we're going to move on to some fun, weird, and strange questions that are totally non-wrestling related. Okay, so first question. What was it that got you into wrestling?
You know what? The very first thing that got me into wrestling, for sure, I mean, just in terms of, okay, sorry, two-side questions. Is this professional wrestling or just like wrestling?
Wrestling in general, like, did you watch wrestling and that made you decide to become a wrestler, or?
Shogun has honestly always been enthralled with grappling. I mean, honestly, ever since I was a kid, like, that's why I said, like, my father, he got me into wrestling when I was a kid. I amateur wrestling. Then when I saw professional wrestling and learned about my cats are sparring right now. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm sure my dog will end up barking at some point. It's all good.
Yeah, the thing that drew me in was just the amount of energy that came with it. You know, I mean, I feel like the competitive nature was something that was natural, but just the energy was just something different. You know, the passion was there. It was just something that felt like they wanted what they were gunning for. I mean, like, in terms of, like, I was born in the Attitude Era. Like, I was raised on wrestling in the Attitude Era. So to see Stone Cold Steve Austin at height around like 96, 97, even 98, and see The Rock also in that rise, and to see all the other players, like, you have Undertaker, you have Kane in there, you have all the DX faction, you have all these amazing wrestlers coming off from Mexico and Japan, and also on the other channel, WCW, to grow up in that era I believe seeing that got me really interested in wrestling, and just being, I guess, just being in that atmosphere, because my father took me to a show when I was really young, and just to experience that was just like on a whole nother level. And I want that. I really want to experience that in some way, shape, or form. And honestly, just kind of, I guess, life goes full circle, and here we are.
Yeah, cool. So who were some of your childhood favorites?
Well, I just mentioned The Rock and Stone Cold for sure. I feel like
Yeah.
those a lot of, like, anybody who's a fan of the '90s professional wrestling always mentions them some way. But I would say as a whole, now we doing top five here, or we just doing it in general?
Just you could do top five. You could do one, whoever you feel
Okay.
you liked.
All right, no problem. Man, I'm gonna say, okay, other than Stone Cold Rock, we'll say those two. I'm also gonna say Kenta Kobashi was a big influence. Also, he's amazing. Noah, Masawa, and also, man, you know what? Honestly, Taz. Always a toss between Taz and Angle. Those two have always been tied.
Yeah.
So Kurt Angle and Taz for sure.
Yeah, I like Taz.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, I don't know. He didn't catch my attention too much.
You said what?
He didn't catch my attention too much.
Oh, those suplexes caught my attention. I couldn't help. I always like the time when he oh my gosh, when he actually the match against Taz, when Taz suplexed him, his very debut, and Taz made him do a backflip. Oh my goodness, that was my favorite suplex of all time.
I think I'm just more of like, I like the gimmicks and I like the bad guys.
I would say Taz was a bad guy. I can't even call him a bad guy. Like, everybody just loved him so much. Everybody just loved seeing him like throw Rhino through Sandman into the guardrails. Like,
I like Sandman. He's still one of my absolute favorites.
Sandman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I would say in terms of like if you were to say hardcore wrestler, or like the ECW, he's definitely, I would say, top 3 for me.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, I've always been a Dreamer fan, but yeah, like Sandman has definitely always been up there, and for sure, I mean, I've always been a fan of Sabu. If you're talking about real craziness, Sabu's always been like my favorite.
Yeah.
Craziness, like you can't top insanity like that.
He's one of Steve's favorites.
Yeah. Good call. Has he ever met him?
I don't believe so.
Well, hopefully when shows start back up, and he's real big in Michigan, especially Detroit area.
Yeah.
Very in that. Hopefully you guys come through and meet him.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day, man.
So where did it all start for you? Where did you have your training?
I first started in Ohio, actually, in Mega Championship Wrestling. So we're in Cleveland, Ohio, well, Lorain, Ohio, and 2 trainers of mine, Brandon Xavier, he's the head trainer, and James West, he's co-trainer. They were nice enough just to take me in, honestly, at a really, really good price, because during that time, there was very high prices of wrestling going on, and, for a person who I just graduated college, and, funds then were very, very low, so for them to be able to work with me and be able to give me something where they helped me lay the foundation, I'm so grateful for that. But I started in Mega over in Lorain, and then I was there for about a year and a half, and then I ended up moving back up to Michigan.
Nice. So who inspires you to keep going with it all?
Oh, myself. I mean,
good answer.
I feel like at the end of the day, you make the decisions, and you're the one that makes the call. I make the call to do what I do, and honestly, like I'm inspired by everything. Honestly, I'm inspired by so. It doesn't take a lot to get me going. I'll say that. Like, it doesn't take a lot to get me inspired. Like, there's people that have to search and find motivation. I get motivated just off of seeing opportunity, and an opportunity to me is actually, and I've seen this, is it can be looked at as a disadvantage, or it can be looked at as a waste of time to some. And I see it. I see everything as just an opportunity to grow. So I guess to do a roundabout answer, the like growth. Honestly, whatever inspires growth, I'm completely for that, and I want that.
Nice. What are some of your strengths as a wrestler?
I mean, suplex Shogun, Sarah. With the first, that's the first like, yeah. I honestly, I love grappling. Like I love like the art of. It's more than just suplexing. It's an art to it. You know, like the. I always say when you first start wrestling and you actually start going for that, like in amateur wrestling back in high school, I always felt like like that initial like working for wrist control and just trying to find like the right underhook. Like shoot at leg. I felt like that was like a conversation. It just felt like it was somewhat of a conversation. Then when I got to college and I began understanding more intricate attacks and defenses of wrestling, it just expanded, and my appreciation for martial arts just expanded because my father trained me in judoka, and I always that's just the ability to be able to take a step and trip somebody just off of sheer motion and off of their motion. You're not even doing much. Always really intrigued me, and just to incorporate that with wrestling and throwing people and just the actual disciplines of martial arts and what it brings, like jiu-jitsu and whatnot. I always loved it.
Yeah. Cool. So what would you say a weakness is of yours as a wrestler?
Not getting enough suplexes or enough I'll say that.
You can say that. I like that answer.
Right now, I'm kind of dry on lemonade. I'm glad to go out and get some right now. So that's a weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. You can attack me right now, Sarah. I'll be caught guard because I'm not foul.
If I could tag you, I would. virtual tag. I tell you, my dog would start barking.
That's right. He must hear the cats in the background going crazy.
She actually doesn't really bother with cats too much.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Have a bunny run across the yard though.
And it's a different story.
Yeah.
I had a husky growing up, a Siberian husky, and same way. Cat, no problem. Other animal, no problem. A rabbit or a bird, oh, it's on.
Yeah. Oh, crows. She's bad with crows.
Crow, yeah. Like what does the bird nation do to the animals?
I don't know.
They did something we don't know.
I don't know. I don't like birds. I don't want to know about birds. Okay. What has been a challenging time in your career as a wrestler, and how did you handle it?
Oh, man. I would say two situations. The first one, I always say this one. It was when I first started training. This guy said I was going to be a heel forever. So that was a tough thing to hear because the reasoning of why he said it was really messed up, and that kind of got me. That kind of just for a couple of seconds got in my head. Like, man, is that really how it is? And then, fortunately, because of the trainer I had, again, everybody get a great trainer when you start wrestling. Why? Because the trainer I had, he looked at me. He said, "No, we're gonna make this happen," and he believed me. Has my belief me and push it like that really helped out. But second time, from the moment I started gut check to the moment I got signed, that entire time was challenging.
Yeah.
Like that entire time, that was we started with at least 40 people, and then it dwindled down to 7 people. I was one of the 7. We were filming. We filmed during Thanksgiving, big holiday in the States, of course. So, I mean, during that time, a lot of my family came up. I literally sat for like probably 30 minutes and left. Had to get it going for filming, and just that whole lead up from there, going to Atlanta, where I finally was signed, which I tell you was a week and a half before the entire U.S. shut down. They placed the whole stay-at-home order. Yeah. But to go through all that and to get to that, I guess that proverbial checkpoint or mountaintop was just, it was challenging, but the reward is so. I I couldn't describe it. I mean, it's something about being in pressure situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you come out on top, it just
did
it,
you know that you were gonna win gut check?
hell no. Hell, I don't care. No, like that's two part. I knew, like in my mind, I had confidence, but I didn't think that I didn't know that they were gonna pick me. Like Shogun had no idea. Look, when I say the talent, there's like the top talent that's there, or that was there. They either signed at other major companies,
mm-hmm.
or they are champions in their respective promotions, in multiple promotions.
Do you feel you really had to prove yourself when you were there, or did you just have it?
Oh yeah, I had to prove myself every day. Every day, stepping into the ring is a proving situation because you're only as good as what you put out.
Mm-hmm. And how did it feel when you won?
Oh, again, undescribable. I mean, again, just imagine having so much pressure and having something like just that close. You know, like you're almost there, you're almost there, you're almost there, and you're carrying like this limbo stage for so long, and then to finally kind of push out of that limbo stage and get to the cross that finish line, and to get signed. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it is again this is the thoughts of like the beginning days of training and all the struggles of like having to get a car and all that stuff. Just all the thoughts kind of came to my head like all of it's worth it, you know. So
that's
just
awesome.
everything in the beginning because I remember in the beginning I barely had transportation, barely had money and all that stuff. So just to be able to get to that point and to say during that time, like before now, saying this is gonna be worth it, to get to that point of getting signed, just validated everything.
Yeah. Your emotions kind of got a hold of you when you won. That was pretty awesome.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
You had a little bit of waterworks going on there. Happy waterworks.
Oh yeah. Was that when Bravo said there's that part when Bravo said you did it. People said it. A lot of people didn't think you could do it, but you did it, and that's true. A lot of people were like did not feel that I was even capable of getting at that point, but to have that belief in myself just felt great.
I think when we saw you win, Lita even teared up.
You know what? I appreciate those tears because you guys have always been really, really supportive to me.
What would you say makes you stand out from all other wrestlers? What do you got that no one else has?
Oh, when Shogun comes out, the crowd knows. When Shogun comes out, I hear those chants, and if I don't hear them then, they'll start coming out. See, the big thing for me is I feel like I bring a certain authenticity to the sport,
mm-hmm.
a certain passion that I'm not gonna say that's been missing, but I'm saying that I'm being able to feel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I know my place. Like I know I have that vision for myself, if you will. Like I understand myself, and I feel that there's a lot of individuals out there that don't. And for me to be able to get that, that's like half the battle, is just believing and knowing yourself.
Nice. Has there been a match of yours that has been a favorite for you?
It's a big toss-up between. So there's me and Congo Kong recently at JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, presented by ICP. Shouts out to ICP. And it was me and Congo Kong. It was a dog collar match, and that was a vicious match. That was my second dog collar match. And to go against somebody like that, who I've studied from, just crazy match. Congo Kong was a hard hitting man. Let's just say that. And then my second match, I'm gonna say it was probably the gut check match. That was probably the gut check match. I'm the most proud of that for sure. Just because, I mean, it happened, and that was the match that showed what I'm about. But I mean, to be honest with you, sir, I guess you can say I'm proud of any match where the crowd can chant Shogun or the crowd can feel that impact of the suplex in terms of like, oh man, like if I can get that, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And if I can get that along with the dub, I'm happy. And recently, I mean, for me, I guess my goals for this year, I said, you know what? I want to win. I want to win every match I get into, of course, but I want to throw as many people as many times as I possibly. And that's a big goal I want to. That's something that I'm ready to achieve this year.
Nice. So, is there anyone living or dead who you would love to have a match with?
Oh man. So we're gonna go with dead.
Okay.
Right now, it will be. So, because that's such a long list of people.
Who would be right at the top?
Masawa, definitely Masawa,
Yeah.
because to see him, and he died in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to lay out everything he did, and literally in the ring, I mean, yeah, it's a certain type of passion. And again, I'm not a big fan of the neck bumps, but at the same time, to see that man lay out his life the way he's done over the years would be crazy. That's international. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm going 2 rules on this one. That's international. American though, I'm gonna say Randy Savage for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy Savage. Like
Good
Randy
pick.
Savage is probably the foundation of where Shogun gets a lot of his energy and intensity from.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I actually first saw wrestling, it was Randy Savage dropping an elbow.
Yeah.
Like it actually wasn't. And no, it was him running out. He ran out and so he attacked somebody. Who did he attack? He attacked him. He grabbed the light and he took the light and he just like threw it at their face. I'm like, goodness, what's wrong with him? He had a crown on his head. This was Mad King. This was like Crazy King Macho. That's my favorite version of Macho. Like we had Sherry.
Yes.
That's my favorite version. The better than the best Macho. You can't top that Macho.
I like Macho Man all in general.
Oh yeah. I love Macho Man Joe, but it's like that iteration. Sherry. Oh my god. Sherry yelling at him, and he had a person that's just as crazy as Macho. Who would have thought?
There you go. What about with the indie circuit? Who would be your dream match?
Well, beforehand, I'm gonna say alive also. If you know, again, this guy's a big inspiration to me. The Great Buddha. The Great Buddha is that if I could have a match against him, that would be major honor. But on the indie circuit right now, oh man, well, all my brothers, Isaiah, of course, he's killing me, and I would say right now, of course, I want to face off with him one day. But you know what? He's not on the circuit anymore. I can't say that. But actually technically he's a coworker. Josh Alexander.
Walking weapon.
I would love to go against him. Like there's really no. I mean, you know what? Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky, yes, I want to see it.
Ever since, he was the very first crossbody, like the first person I saw from crossbody. He actually kind of put me on to like more of the Toronto stuff because I saw all his videos on Instagram. I was like, who's this guy? And I was seeing, and I saw Kitchener. I'm like, wow, okay. I was hearing about things in Toronto already, and I was like, Kitchener, what's that? And I was like, okay, that's not too far. And now I'm like, seeing like this guy's close. I'm like, this guy's interesting. So to see him in person is a whole nother, like, if 2020 didn't happen, I honestly feel like the America would be accustomed to who Pretty Ricky is right about now. I truly feel it. I'm saying that with all sincerity. Like to me, this is what intrigues me. He's kind of like, he was a step above. He was a step above like a lot of the game. And I just real recognize it's real. I just see art, and I'm like, you know what? That's somebody that's passionate about what he does. I love it, and I want to see what it's about.
Yeah.
Don't kiss me, but I want to see what it's about.
Oh no! See, it will happen.
No. It won't. If anything, I'm suplexing him right into your lap.
That has happened.
You, well, ain't no making out here, only suplex and a lot of chops. So you know what? If anything, it'll be some chops, and the smooches will be, again, me throwing them into somebody. Accidental. There you go. but yeah,
just, if you throw them into me, just make sure you miss Lita.
Just make you miss. I'm like, hey, there she is. Throw right there. No, I definitely want to face off against him because I haven't faced off against him yet.
Yeah, that'd be a good match to see.
That would be a really fun match, yeah. But yeah, Josh Alexander is somebody I would like to face as well.
Yeah, Walking Weapon's a big choice of all you guys. Every time I ask that question, he's usually the one that comes up.
Yeah, and for the right reasons. So, I mean, the work speaks for itself. I mean, I could say, Jeff Cobb, but Jeff Cobb is all the way. He's over in New Japan, which I mean, one day I'll run into him. But yeah, Josh Alexander is somebody that's always just been on my radar. And it's so interesting. Like it's like the closer I get to like, oh, well, we might end up having a match.
You might have a match.
Not saying like in terms of it's something that's going to it's almost there. It's like, all right, I'm close to getting to where he's at, to where I can get to have a match. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, well now I have to work twice as hard because he just upgraded himself. Okay, all right, now I'm
just tap him on the shoulder and say, can you take a notch back so I can catch up to you?
Just a little bit, because right now it's like beforehand it was okay on the indie circuit. All right, cool. I'm almost there. I feel like I'm about to get right to where he was. And right when I get there, he's signed. Okay, no problem. No problem. That's not. I can work hard. And right when I get signed, COVID happens.
Yeah.
And COVID's like, hey man, fall all that back. I'm like, okay. And then
just look COVID in the face. Say, COVID, you're a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And so now for me, I feel though that once I get started more on Impact, I feel like we will bump shoulders, and it's gonna be some great matches.
I can't wait to see that happen.
Likewise.
Hey, do you have any pre-show rituals?
Yes, actually, I have my beforehand, the day beforehand. I have to prep. Preparation is my biggest key. If I don't prep for like just getting things ready, then I'm the next day I'm just all jumbled. I don't know what's going on. I'm drinking orange juice, not lemonade. It's bad. So, for me, I always make sure I get my meditation and my kettlebell workout, my meditation beforehand. But right after that, I make sure I just prep all my gear, everything. Then the day after, the day after. Pretty much from there, it's just one more piece of meditation. I have my Om bowl, my copper Om bowl that my sisters were gracious enough to give me. I have that and my crystals, and I just do a quick meditate about the match, and I get my singlet on. I put my singlet on because you never know when somebody's going to pop out and want some suplexing. You never know. I have it on in the supermarket. You never know. The old lady was right behind me, and she was looking at me in a threatening way. I was ready.
Oh, God.
So I was like, but I make sure I have my singlet on. I have everything ready. I have my paint ready. I have everything I need ready. And then I also have like a list of like, all right, these are the things. Singlet, kimono, boots, mask. We're good. we have those things. We have those things. We're happy. We're okay.
All right. Awesome. Do you collect any wrestling memorabilia or other stuff?
Yeah, I do. I actually, I still have a few of my action figures. Like, remember the ones that had like the metal on the bottom feet when they walk up on the ramp? It went crazy.
No.
Yeah, I have a few of those. It's like this big. It was like this is when they really start getting more mobile in their movements. But I have like The Rock and I have Mankind, but basically put their foot on like this platform. Their music plays.
Oh.
And, cool. And also prized possession, Stone Cold, my Stone Cold toy truck. That is something that I actually just kind of put away. But it's like my own product. It's not worth anything, but it's like my own product because it still works. It's very clean. It literally came out right when Stone Cold did that. He was in Detroit, and yeah, because I remember this. He was in Detroit. He drove in on the Zamboni.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he bumped the ring and jumped on Vince. And literally the day after, my mom, we went to go get that truck, and it was just.
It's a sentimental thing for you.
I'm telling you, I love it. And like, cause that Christmas it was crazy. My dad had like, when I walked out, he had like the old school ring laid out with the wrestlers right there, and there was even like a referee in the ring like this, like putting up two. Like, so for me, I mean, yeah, those moments definitely stays true in my mind, and that truck is special to me.
That's cool.
Also, I have a little I have a Hogan. Was a little Hogan beat up pillow like the.
Oh yeah, Lita has a couple of those things. They're the newer ones, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wrestling buddies.
Wrestling buddies. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
I have a very athletic cat.
A very athletic cat. Oh.
Go back. Oh my God, you're crazy.
This thing.
You should keep that.
Okay. What's next for you in your career as a wrestler? Do you have a Pacific?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you have a specific goal that hasn't been met yet?
I mean, just getting my my name known on Impact, just getting my getting that Impact title, chasing after it and getting that Impact title, the X Division title, the tag titles, whatever. Those are definitely my goal. I mean, the biggest one is of course the World Championship. I feel like if you're not looking at that, then there might be something wrong. But for me, I'm viewing that world title, and I mean that's a goal for me ultimately. But I don't think that's later on down the line. For this year, it's just to establish myself more elsewhere. I want to keep going with whatever energy I have from 2019 or the beginnings of 2020 and keep that. And because I had plans on going back out to Hawaii to go back out to wrestling there. Mm-hmm. Going out to Texas wrestling there. So it's like, now with things kind of start opening a little bit more back up, now I'm going to actually plan to go to those places and actually kind of get back to it. I hear Alaska has places. I hear, Florida, of course, is always going.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just going to pick and choose my spots wisely and go from there. Right now, and also shouts out to this particular spot, Ohio Valley Wrestling. They've been kind enough to bring Shogun back a few times, and I'm probably going to be on there more frequently. So if you can, ladies and gentlemen, pick up that Fight TV app. It's free, so pick it up. That OVW show. Just type in OVW again. That show is free. Check it out. Shogun is on there. I made my debut 3 weeks ago. I just came back, so nice. Yeah, I'll be back soon.
Okay, so once wrestling is back up and running in Ontario, what do you hope to bring to the table, so to say?
I plan on being like the Oprah of suplex. I want to come in like you get one, you get one, you get one, you get one. Everybody gets one. I don't care who you are. Come on, you get them. Everybody's getting thrown.
It'll just be you in the middle of the ring. Just come and get them.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I'm going to them. I'm going you over here. You over there. I'm going right to them back again to pick them up and throw them over. Just so because I like to walk, So it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, man, you gotta go over here. Throw you over here. Hey, man, over there. Into him. My whole goal for Ken, because and Blake and we were getting ready to really go on something special right there with the tag title. Then on getting back to that as well.
So Ben, find Crossbody a place so they can get back to that.
In due time. I believe in them. I believe in them in the process.
All right, Shogun. You ready for some fun questions?
I thought those were fun.
Well, those were wrestling fun. These are just the weird ones.
Okay.
These
That's
are the
lovely.
questions where you're going to enter the mind of Sarah.
Okay.
And it could be kind of really scary.
Uh-oh. What up?
To walk in my brain is a strange thing.
Let's see what's going on.
All right. First question. Did you know that August 20th is National Lemonade Day?
In Canada?
In the world.
In the world. Nobody gave me that memo. Nobody gave me that memo. So, you know, you gave me that memo. Actually, you the best there. I appreciate that.
I
So
know.
that means I'm getting like
Pat
a
my
box
shoulder.
of lemonade from you, right?
Mark that on your calendar.
That means I'm getting like a box of like Minute Maid.
Yeah.
But from you, right?
Oh,
USD.
ship you out a box of lemonade.
Like right there. It says Skull Masters right there.
The Skull Masters lemonade. We'll start producing our own.
That,
I can work from home then.
see?
We'll make our own like vodka to send with it.
Oh, the twisted one, the spiked one.
There we go.
I enjoy that. That'd be nice.
Okay. Why does Iceland look green and Greenland look to be a land of ice?
Because people like to live ass backwards in this crazy world. Alright? You know, I mean, up is down, down is up, and left is over here.
Good answer.
And I believe that, people still wear their underwear on the outside of their pants. I've seen it.
Yeah, you wrestlers do it.
See?
All the time. Okay. Why is it called tap water, though you never tap on it?
Okay, Boz. I actually tap my water. I seen my cat. She practices tapping the water all the time. I'm like, Coco, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like that. So you know what? I think in the year 2020, you might have to put it as just a. Can you call it sink water? That just sounds
Sink
funny.
water. We're
That
changing
sounds-
it. It's no longer tap water. It's now called sink water.
Call sink water. All right, call sink water, everybody. I'm tweeting that.
Yep. We're going
Right
to
now.
social media the crap out of that one.
Just sink water. And you know, actually, but it sounds dirty. That just sounds dirty.
Okay. You're going to see it on my Facebook tonight at some point.
You know, I'm probably gonna love it.
Okay. What is the difference between a book and a novel?
A novella and a book in Japanese called hon. For those at home, hon. I would say a novel would be. Well, I mean, there really is a difference?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. So you know what?
It's an opinion question, I
I
guess.
think a novel is a
No,
story.
no. Because I have an answer. I'm bringing it together.
We need the other Sarah who writes books.
I believe a book is. It could be. I feel like that's more of a general term. A novel is just a more specific term. Like I feel like a magazine could be titled a book. You know, technically speaking.
Could be.
Could be right. So I mean, at that point, that's when you just have overall like, all right, well, that's where we actually go into deeper descriptions.
Well, like sink water, that's sink water. We
Sink?
we have to make up a word
We gotta
that
make a-
generalizes a book and novel and just makes it one thing.
And you just gonna make it one thing, then that means everything. So what are you gonna call magazines?
I don't know. We'll tie it in there with the book novel name.
So I mean, you know, I guess comic books. So yeah, everything should just be a book now, I guess.
Yeah.
Action book, drama book, romantic book. I mean, they say romantic novels. I don't know why. Shove it up. Wow.
Is that the difference? Novels are just romantic and books aren't?
Novels are stories.
Steve says novels are stories.
Oh.
And a book is not? A book is
They're all
facts?
They're all books, but not
They're all books.
stories.
Yeah, they're all books. Okay, we're going to move on to the next question. Okay. Why does Justin Bieber say, "It is too late now to say sorry," and still he continues to say sorry all the time?
outside that's easy, but he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
He's really nice inside. He just acts like it, just deep down.
Because us Canadians are too polite and nice.
Exactly, man. Deep down, he's like, you're a jerk, but he's really saying, I really appreciate you. Really.
Okay. Have you ever wondered why the hair on your arm grows so slowly compared to the hair on your head?
Because I shave my head a lot. I'm a little lazy right now. Haven't shaved in a couple days. But Shogun also doesn't grow hair on his arms. Doesn't know why. He can't grow hair on my arms. I don't know why. It's just somebody. So I think if I do have any little things that rise up in my arms, because I'm throwing somebody, that just gets me. Hold on. She's going crazy. Everybody say hi.
There's the cat. What's your cat's name?
Kokoro. Kokoro means spirit or heart in Japanese.
Nice.
So her and the other ones, I have two other ones, and like I said, my girlfriend, her grandparents, they have all the cats and dogs over at the farm. When you ever seen two cats fight on a cat tower? It looks like Hell in a Cell, Mankind and Undertaker. Literally, she gets choke slam off the top rope every time.
Why do our lips not touch when we say touch? And they do touch when we say separate.
The world is crazy.
The world is crazy.
The world is crazy.
That's his answer. The world is crazy. We just a bunch of crazy people.
We should. We really should.
You're gonna try it though later. You're gonna be thinking about this question, and you're gonna be saying the word touch and separate.
Separate. I'm like, wait a minute. In the middle part, yeah, but when I say like the separate, I try to deviate. So I don't know.
Everybody's gonna hear this question, and everybody who's watched this video is gonna be trying this.
They're gonna be saying like touch.
I know I did. Okay. Why does ketchup taste good on fries but not on potatoes?
Because everything tastes great with a little bit of fry.
Everything tastes great with a little bit of fries. I like that.
A little bit of fry. Fry just a little bit. It's not bad.
Okay. What is the actual pronunciation of the letter Z? Is it Z or Z?
Z. I just did it slowly, so I'm gonna say Z.
I say C as well.
Z. There you go. 2-2 on that one.
Why is the sun never late to rise?
I mean, that's just science. I mean, that's the word. That's just the fact that we're just rotating around it. We just happen to have all the. The moon hasn't been thrown off yet, so our gravitational pull is still okay, and we're okay. We're still rotating just fine. So, I think as long as the Earth stays in motion, I don't know where we are right now on this big rock, but as long as we stay in motion, I think we're okay.
Okay. Why do calculators not have a number 10?
You know what? I think because they was like, let's just, I'm done with it. I'm done at 9, you guys. Go ahead.
You can press that 1 and 0 and make 10.
You can do it. You can do it yourself. You got one. Go ahead. You just,
Stop being a bunch of lazy assholes.
Yeah. Just press clear.
Okay. If coconut oil comes from coconuts, then where does baby oil come from?
Like a dirty question. like mother's milk? No.
Oh.
Like they turn it. But I'm going to say because he wanted to make it soft as a baby. Or it's just meant for babies.
Why does kitchen and keychain sound the same?
She's going crazy. Because, let's see. where you're supposed to put your keychains.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
So all y'all hanging your keys up at the door there on those little key thingies, you gotta switch it to the kitchen.
You gotta move it over to the fridge. You know? Right near the fridge. Or the air fryer if you have one.
There you go. What is the difference between earphones and headphones? They both end up on your ears.
I think the headphones could be, well, you know, I mean, now you got AirPods, but, I mean, well, technically they are in the air because they're, you know, above. So I would say, I mean, the earphones could be like the ones that clip, but I like I think the headphones because they go over the head. Headphones be like the ones that actually go over the head.
Yeah.
Those like headphones, earphones be like.
Okay, good answer.
We got it.
Oh, I totally just lost the questions. Okay. Which one is correct? Mars is bigger than Earth, or is Earth bigger than Jupiter?
Well, Jupiter is bigger than both. This is the largest out of like all of them. So I think Earth is larger than Mars.
Yes. Okay. In the show Smurfs, have you watched Smurfs? Okay. What project were the Smurfs working on every episode?
Didn't they always? Weren't they always like trying to work on their neighborhood or trying to like build their neighborhood or something like that? We try to build freeways like 94 and Detroit's always broken.
They were always working on the dam.
Oh, the dam. Always working. I mean,
Every single episode, they were always working on that dam.
They didn't get enough loans. They didn't get enough grants.
Yeah.
They didn't get grants for that. That's all. It's all hard. It's all manual labor.
It was made with little blue guys, man. I mean,
I'm telling you, man. They get tax write-off on that. They do.
is it true that if you pass gas consistently for 6 years and 9 months, enough gas is produced to create the energy of an atomic bomb?
But then at that point, you're just doing yourself a disservice. You're just insane. You know, I feel like at that point, you know, what's your deal, buddy? No burp, no nothing. You know, at that point, you might have to. At that point, bro, they just need to just be, you know, just do the whole, hey, put them out here, like the whole, the testing of the atomic bomb. Put them in the little desert. Just have them blow up the house. That's how. Like, all right.
So my mind just wandered to someone being like at a government thing somewhere tucked away, farting into a big giant glass thing.
It's just
pouring all the fart gas.
You know, it's like they have a machine that's like for all the none but the deadliest gas.
This is how COVID's gonna end. Some guy's farts are gonna blow us all.
Oh my gosh! It's just gonna be just a steady long. It's not gonna be one long. It's not gonna be one big poo. It's gonna be a long, continuous, very continuous, for about 2 days. About 2 days worth.
Oh god. Okay. Do you think there are more people on average who fear spiders more than death?
Oh man. Yes, actually. Because
Right.
when you deal with death, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are afraid to die. That I feel like they'll get distracted by a spider. They will end up getting distracted by a spider. Oh god, the spider's so scary. And then probably that's when they'll die. But so it's like you got both your fears right there. But I feel like people will be more scared of spiders because they like just seeing that like crawly thing. Like, oh, I see more people do this than anything.
Are you scared of spiders?
You know what? I'm not, but I would never go to Australia just to find a spider. I wouldn't pay that much.
I'm not scared of spiders either, but I don't want no giant spider crawling on me.
I want a wolf spider. Do you want a wolf spider jumping at you like
No. No, don't go to Aurelia. I knew somebody who lived in Aurelia and they got infested with wolf spiders.
that? See? Why would we do this to ourselves?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I can handle like our little tiny house spiders around here. That's about it.
See, those are okay because it's like those are evening out the house population of like, all right, we eating bugs. You know, we got our own little thing going here. We don't bother you. You don't bother us. We're okay.
what I get freaked out about now is for the last while, they have been finding black widows in like my area, my area of Ontario.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on up there in Ontario, but I'm going to get some hefty bug spray ready because
Right.
it's serious.
I don't want to deal with those spiders either.
That was one of the, I have a lot of family. Shogun has a lot of family down south. And that was the one thing that they always said, hey man, check your shoes. What? Why? Because you need to find a rattlesnake or a spider.
No, no thank you. I like snakes just fine, but not anything that'll bite me like that.
I'm okay on the rattlesnake. Yeah, I'm good with snakes, just not rattlesnake. Those are blue racers. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Is it possible to lead a cow upstairs but not downstairs?
Have you tried?
No, but I know the answer.
It's so easy, man. You know what? I'm gonna say it's easier to leave. I was just leaving downstairs. I mean, well, you know what I mean. At that point, for me, how you gonna get them upstairs? That's a big
A
question.
cow will actually walk upstairs, but they will not go down. They are afraid of heights.
Really?
Yep.
You just taught Shogun something. Thank you.
I know so many useless facts. It's crazy.
No, I love it. It's like knowing that goats can run up walls. Like goats can literally run up walls because they lick the salt. I love it.
I also know that a hippopotamus's milk is bright pink.
Like what? Like what is this? It's like strawberry. What?
Okay. Do women blink more than men do?
Yes, because they have to. It's trying the corrective, like the look of like, wow, this idiot is in front of me the entire time. I feel bad, man. Women probably do that look all the time.
You're right. Women do blink more than men do. We actually blink twice as much as men do.
Y'all think too much, man. Y'all think way too much. Calm down. That's just we're overloading our senses. Just like because like the man is always just saying something. The woman's like,
Maybe it's our way of just going, wow.
that's what it is. Just like, And at that point, that's why you just gotta turn off the thing. You just rather, I'm just gonna let him go. Turn off the thinking. He's like, I'm gonna go this vacation. I'm just gonna let him talk.
Just walk away. Walk away. If I told you that crocodiles cannot stick out their tongues, would you believe me?
Yes. I've never seen a crocodile stick out his tongue.
No, they cannot physically stick out their tongues.
Yeah, I've never seen a crocodile. Purpose that. Like, I would actually go.
Nobody go find a crocodile and try to make them stick out their tongue. Something bad will happen.
It'll be that one guy in Florida on the golf course, like, you know what? Hold on. Let me see this. Wait.
I came across this video and I have to check this out. There's this question.
Yeah, check this out, man. I got this whole thing. Yeah, check this out, buddy.
Damn, my head's gone.
But literally, that's the Florida man. That's literally the Florida man. Oh my gosh.
Who was the electric chair invented by?
Racist individuals.
I don't know about that, but probably. But it was actually invented by a dentist named Alfred P. Southwick.
Oh man.
So a dentist invented the electric chair.
Just to shock the teeth out of people. Hey man. Just wow, what? He just fall. That's a crazy fatality. Oh my gosh.
It is.
What? He's like, hey man, you got a cavity. Okay, why are you sparking up? What's going on? No, this alright. Just sit back. Wait. Open up.
I'm just gonna fix your tooth.
He stepped on his foot just to open his mouth. Eyes.
Anybody who knows this, you wonder why people are scared of the dentist.
You know what? I'm cool with the dentist though. I have a phenomenal dentist. I have a wonderful. He is a 60-year-old man that just he has the most careful hands ever. I've never once been greeted with a hey. You want to shock therapy? You good? No, okay.
He just
No.
knows that you'll suplex him if he hurts you.
He still gives me stickers.
He still gives you stickers. How long can a snail sleep for?
2 hours.
3. Close.
Damn.
Can you think of a word that rhymes with the word month?
Ducks.
Ducks? No.
I live in America. I'm joking.
There is actually no word that in the English language that rhymes with the word month.
So like nothing with like that ends in the TH, like or the NTH. It's like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Like nothing at all. Is there anything that rhymes with orange?
Corn?
Orange.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Okay. Would you like to hear a fun fact about a fly?
Excuse me.
Would you like to hear a fun fact about flies?
Go for it.
Okay. A fly hums in the middle octave key of F.
Okay. So you like continually hit like a nice. Is that a soothing note?
I don't know. I find a fly very annoying.
You know what? Okay. I bet in their universe, in their world, they're like saying, they're probably like Usher. They're probably like just singing, they're probably like Al Green, just singing the most beautiful tone, Marvin Gaye, just singing. But to us, it's just like, oh my gosh. They probably, for us, I bet they think they're doing a circus to do it.
Maybe.
I bet they're like, you know, we can sing.
I don't care how pretty they think they sound. I don't want no flies landing on me.
No flies. No flies at all. None.
They're dirty creatures.
None at all. No.
If you yelled for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, would you produce enough energy to heat 1 cup of coffee?
So if I just scream that continuously, I mean, why can't I just use a microwave, Sarah?
Because it's a science experiment? I don't know. This is my brain. Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes.
You are correct.
Hey, there we go. I'm about to say, I feel like 8 years is enough at that point. You gotta like, you look
Dude,
at
it's like
right,
almost 9 years of yelling continuously to heat.
Oh my.
Just to heat 1 cup of coffee. Is that worth it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what kind of coffee is? That's the thing.
It'd have to be a damn good cup of coffee.
That'd be the blessing of coffee. That coffee better refill after I get done drinking it. That coffee has to be.
Like a never-ending cup of coffee.
Never end. Like that's what all that screen was for. So it never ending cups of coffee just come. That would be great.
Why is it that there are more chickens than humans in the world?
Man, I swear you blew my mind with that one actually. Because I just saw this documentary. The guy that did Super Size Me
Mm-hmm.
did a documentary called, I think it's like Mother Chicken or something like that. I think it's called, but something about chicken. But basically, like he opens up his own restaurant, and it's in Columbus, and it's like just seeing about what chickens go through. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And then like I'm looking at how many chickens he had. Yeah, I believe it. That man had a lot of chickens.
Yep.
If you get a chance, check it out. It's wild. It blew my mind. You saying that, is it true?
It is true. There are more chickens in the world than there is humans, but they do not know why. They haven't figured it out yet.
So who came first? The egg? So we still don't know. Oh my God.
Nope, we still don't know who came first. The egg or
That's
the
a
chicken.
big.
But we do know that there are more chickens than humans.
Did the egg come first?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Man, the chicken do that, they could gang up on everybody.
Good thing chickens aren't very smart creatures.
I know, just start pecking
They
everybody.
would take over the world.
They start pecking everybody up.
We'd have no eyes left. They peck our eyes out, man. They're birds.
No eyes left.
Birds are evil.
That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible.
Okay. What's the response to "see you later, alligator"?
My response?
Well, in general, the actual response.
Oh, I mean, see you later, alligator. Like,
After a while, crocodile.
yo,
I have an almost 8-year-old. Come on now.
using that one. I'm using it. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna take it.
You go right ahead.
Thank you. That was good. That got me. That got me.
Okay. I hope you had fun here with me today.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you?
I did. I always have fun.
That was.
You people make me giggle.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's my interview. It was a blast. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, most definitely. I hope you can be back on, Sarah. I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you again.
Yeah. We're going to go and have ourselves a glass of lemonade with a little special something in there.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm literally about to get 5 bottles of it right now. So, good stuff, y'all.
You guys have a good day. Stay at home. Stay safe. Let's get this COVID beat. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.